Her words lingered in the air, carried on a teasing grin, as she declared that I was free to be with whoever I wanted. She tossed out like a dare, fully convinced I'd never take her seriously. But I did. When I finally revealed my choice, her face froze in disbelief. Now she's furious, and I feel no guilt. It started as what she thought was a playful jab. We were caught up in another heated argument, the kind where the original spark is long forgotten. She paced the room, throwing sharp remarks while I sat silently, letting her words wash over me. Then, without warning, she stopped across her arms and said with a smirk, "If you're so miserable, go find someone else." She believed she had trapped me with her sarcasm, but her words ignited something in me. I didn't shout, I didn't argue. I just met her gaze and said, "All right." Our relationship had been fraying for some time. She had a talent for making me feel invisible, as if nothing I did ever measured up. The constant critiques, the dismissive eye rolls, the sly comments in front of others. It all slowly wore me down. Yet among her circle, there was one person who stood out, Emma. I met Emma through my girlfriend almost 2 years earlier. She was everything my girlfriend wasn't. Kind, lighthearted, and effortlessly easy to talk to. In group settings, she actually listened. She remembered small details I'd mentioned weeks ago, asked thoughtful questions, and made me feel seen. I never crossed any boundaries, but I'd be lying if I said there wasn't a spark. So when my girlfriend tossed that sarcastic offer, Emma's name immediately came to mind. A week later, I reached out. I kept it casual at first, a simple text. "Fancy grabbing coffee sometime?" Almost instantly, she replied, "Sure thing, when works for you." We met at a cozy cafe in the city. What was meant to be a brief coffee stretched into hours of effortless conversation. No tension, no forced moments, just laughter and genuine connection. At some point, I mentioned the argument, including her flippant, "anyone you want" remark. Emma raised an eyebrow, a playful glint in her eyes. "So you picked me?" I nodded. "Yeah, I did." She didn't recoil or make a scene. Instead, she offered a slow, thoughtful smile. Well, that's intriguing. Over the following weeks, Emma and I grew closer. Lunches, late-night walks, phone calls that ran past midnight. Being with her felt natural, like a fresh breeze cutting to the staleness of my previous relationship. The contrast made the toxicity of my girlfriend's behavior even clearer. One evening, Emma invited me to a small gathering at her place. A few friends, music playing, laughter flowing. For the first time in ages, I felt light, free to exhale. As the night wound down, I stayed to help Emma tidy up. At one point, she paused, looked at me, and said softly, "You deserve to feel joy. I think you've lost sight of what that even feels like." Her words hit me hard, tightening my throat with their truth. She was right. I had forgotten. Eventually, my time with Emma reached my girlfriend's ears. How? Maybe a tag photo, maybe a careless friend. When she discovered it, her reaction was explosive. She stormed into my apartment, slamming the door so hard the walls shook. "You picked her," she screamed, voice trembling with fury. I stayed calm. "You said I could be with anyone I wanted." Her eyes narrowed. That was a figure of speech. I shrugged. "Maybe you should have been clearer." She ranted about betrayal, loyalty, crossing lines. But the truth was, she had never cared about my happiness. She only cared about control. After that blowout, we didn't speak for weeks. She cut me off, blocked me on every platform, and told our mutual friends I was gone for good. I didn't care. I was done with her mind games. Emma, however, never pushed. We moved at our own pace, letting things unfold naturally. She made it clear she wasn't a rebound, and I respected that. The more time we spent together, the more I realized what I had been missing. Someone who valued me for me, not for what I could give. The kindness, the ease, the feeling of being truly appreciated. It felt like rediscovering a part of myself I had buried. Looking back, I think my girlfriend's free pass was a trap, a test of loyalty she never imagined I would pass, let alone choose Emma, someone who saw my worth from the start. Was it chaotic? Absolutely. Would I make the same choice again? Without a doubt. Sometimes life hands you a moment where you must decide, stay trapped in misery or reach for something better. I chose better. She told me I could be with anyone, and I chose the one person she never expected me to have the courage to pick. I don't regret a single second.